Okay, so how do you buy land and build? And does it have to be improved land? This is with your VA loan. How do you buy land and build with your VA loan? So yes, you can buy land and build. You can buy land and build a barndominium. You can buy land and build a single family home. You can buy land and build a manufactured home. You're not building it necessarily, right? You're having it delivered from the factory. You can buy land and build a modular home, a log home, a multi-family home. So 2, 3, or 4 unit property. All of these things that you can do with your VA loan. 0 down up to $1 million. Over $1 million, it's 5% down. So let's talk about what does that look like. I have detailed videos. If you click on the link in my bio, it will take you, there's links to YouTube where you can watch videos about YouTube. We also go live Monday through Thursday every week, with the exception of this week because it's Thanksgiving week. We're going to go live Monday through Wednesday in the evenings, usually around 6:30, 7 o'clock Central Time. And we will answer your questions about anything related to VA loans, buying land and building, buying multifamily, just buying properties, what are interest rates doing, how do closing costs work, how do I reuse my VA loan multiple times, how do I have multiple VA loans at one time. We'll cover all that stuff. So the buy land and build is a very kind of detailed, long process. To explain it in a 10-minute video doesn't really work. So I'm just going to kind of give you the 30,000 foot perspective. You're going to get pre-approved first. That's the most important thing because we need to make sure that you qualify for the Buy Land and Build program. It is essentially like qualifying for a VA loan. However, you have to have an automated loan approval and you have to have a 620 minimum credit score. You do not have to have a 620 minimum credit score on our regular VA loans where you're buying something that's already existing because we go off of the VA handbook, which states you don't have to have a minimum credit score. But on the Buy Land and Build program, you do. There's a higher risk involved for the investor and the lender, and there's very few lenders that actually do these across the country. And our Buy Land and Build, our custom construction loan, happens to be in-house. We maintain 100% control of it, and it's an amazing program. We have a lot of custom construction build projects going on right now with military families across the country. We do offer these in 49 states, every state but Alaska. So we cannot do buy land and build projects in Alaska at this time. We did add Hawaii recently. And so first thing, you need to get pre-approved. Second thing, after you're pre-approved, then you're going to start looking at land. So you're going to get a real estate agent, most likely. You don't have to have a real estate agent, but that's what most people choose to do. You're going to start looking for builders. We have to get the builder approved, both with us, the mortgage company, and they have to be VA approved. You have to figure out what floor plan you're going to build. You have to get a list of plans. You have to have your plans and a list of specs, your spec list, spec sheet. You have to have a site plan. You get under contract on the land with a feasibility study, and then we start working on your loan. We can get your file into process. We can get you pre-approved up front, right? But we're not going to start processing your loan until we have plans and specs and we can order the appraisal. We also have to have the contract with the builder, which you're going to write up, or the builder's going to write up, and you're going to get under contract with the builder so that you guys have a formal agreement. So all of these things are happening in conjunction with each other. From the time that you purchase the land, from the time that you write a contract on the land to the time that you close on your construction loan, we need roughly 45 to 60 days on that contract if we don't already have your builder approved and we don't already have your plans and specs. And I can explain this in detail. We can in a one-on-one call, but that's kind of the gist of it. Once you have your builder, floor plan, contract, everything's done, the appraisal's been ordered, appraisal comes back, we get you locked in towards the end of the transaction and we close. What happens when you close is the land is paid off with the first draw. So we pay the land off, you now own the land, and the construction commences. You can start construction. Your builder can start construction. They get their first draw, they can start doing excavation. The builder, and in the loan, you can wrap in all the costs to improve the land. So the land does not have to be improved. You can have absolutely raw land. You can also have land where you have an old building on it that you want to knock down and you include the cost of the demolition in the construction loan. So there's a lot of things you can do in the construction loan. You can pay for engineering, you can pay for architectural fees, you can pay for all that stuff in the construction loan. If you have to pay it up front, pay for it out of your pocket up front, then you can get reimbursed in the construction loan. So these construction loans are amazing. They allow you to do a lot when it comes to buying land and building. and then you close on your construction loan, you start construction, right? House is being built. Once the house is completed and you have the certificate of occupancy, this is when the loan gets modified from the construction loan into your permanent loan that you locked in prior to closing. So you locked in your permanent interest rate prior to closing. You are not allowed to pay interest payments during construction on a VA one-time close, which is very unique because normally if you're building a house, you're paying interest only payments during construction. On the cost of the loan balance has been drawn for the construction loan. So VA does not allow you to make payments on the construction or on the construction loan or the loan during construction. So you save a lot of money this way. You do not have to have two housing payments, the house that you're building and the one that you're living in. There's a lot of conversation about like, how do you qualify if you already have a VA loan? How do you reuse your VA loan? How much entitlement do you have left over? How do you, do I have to qualify with my existing home if I'm planning on selling my home before the house is being completed? So these are all the unique intricacies of the program that we have to talk about and go through one-on-one because everyone's scenario is different. But the other really nice thing about this program, so you don't make interest payments during construction, the other really nice thing about this program is when the certificate of occupancy is issued and the construction is completed, if mortgage interest rates have dropped, you get a free one-time float down to drop your rate, your 30-year fixed rate. At that time of modification, you do not have to refinance it. It's just modified. So there's no cost to you. And that's an incredible feature of this program. So that is in a gist, 30,000 foot perspective. You have up to 12 months, 9 to 12 months to build is the building window that they want to give. If you have to extend, we will extend. The hard deadline is 18 months. We cannot go beyond 18 months. And there's reasons for that, the VA and all kinds of stuff. So this is the program. Reach out. Let us know if you have questions. Click on the link in bio or DM me and we'll get you connected. And I am uploading about 15 videos regarding this process, a little more detail to YouTube today. So I will hopefully have those up by tomorrow. And today is Tuesday. I don't even know what the date is. Tuesday, November something. It's the week of Thanksgiving. So that's how busy we are. Okay. Have a good day. Hopefully I answered your question.